Campo, Brodie Smith's named, but will that mean he definitely plays?
Yeah, he got through training today, so he'll go through the protocols of the testing from now on, and we'll be up front with that this afternoon, whether he gets through that or not.
He's obviously must be pretty confident though that he's going to play, because Walshy said yesterday that if he wasn't looking like it, he wouldn't even bother.
Yeah, well that's right. I mean, he's a quality player, so it would be silly not to give him as much time as he needs. So, yeah, no, hopefully he'll be okay.
It's a good look for the game when a bloke gets knocked out as badly as he did and then can come back the next week, do you think?
Oh, it's part of playing this sport, It's I'm not sure whether it's bad for the sport, but I think what people realise now is we've got the best medical advisory people in the game that give us the parameters that we need to work to, so we won't risk any player.
It's good when you say you'll be up front today. Obviously you've named him in 22, you don't need to make another cut until an hour before game time tomorrow. Do you tell the football world this afternoon if he fails and you're going to withdraw him, or do you just wait till the last minute and make him a late withdrawal?
Oh no, we'll be up front this afternoon if he's in or he's out.
Okay, so if there's no release from the club, he's definitely playing?
Yep.
Okay.
How bad's Cheney? Is that just 1 week?
Yeah, just a small one. Yeah, he obviously came on the ground after it and then scanned him during the week, so yeah, he won't be too far away.
I assume your SANFL team's playing tonight. Mitch Grigg was the one who trained today. Is he the player that is on standby mainly for Smith?
Oh, potentially, yeah, but you've still got Lyons and Crouch as well, so we've got a combination of three there depending on the balance that we want.
And you could pull one of them out tonight if you need to, obviously, if Brodie's no good.
Obviously.
Okay. Jake Kelly, mate, come from the rookie list straight into the side. Can you tell us about him and what he's done to earn a spot?
You look at, what he's done to earn a spot is he's done everything right. I mean, we couldn't have asked any more from him. So his attitude to training, his attitude to get better and want to learn, and he's a competitor most of all. So that's what we love about him. He gets an opportunity. He's obviously coming from a pretty famous football family, so it was great reward for him with his effort over the last couple of years. And look, we really trust him, and so do the players. So it's great.
He's not as big as his dad. Is he as mean as his dad?
Yeah.
On the field?
Yeah.
And off, apparently. Last year, obviously, a loss to Melbourne in the same situation. What's different about the squad this year in terms of your approach for the midfield?
Well, I don't think there's too much different. I mean, the personnel's the same. A lot of it comes down to sort of attitude. So, I mean, last year we had 63 entries and couldn't hit the scoreboard. So it was just, one of those days of footy where we couldn't, get through them and hit through the scoreboard. So, midfield versus midfield, there's not too many changes compared to last year. So I expect the same result.
Wet weather footy, Campo, does that make it a bit easier for you guys to implement your press?
Oh, well, I think it doesn't matter what conditions there are. I mean, we want to really force the opposition when they've got the ball in their hands, whether it's wet or dry. That's part of the way we want to play. So hopefully that puts more pressure on them, and in the wet conditions, if they don't handle the ball quite well, then we'll have some opportunities to turn over and score.
If it is poor conditions tomorrow, do you see your game plan changing at all?
No.
As Crossy said, this game last year you lost. Is there another progression forward for Adelaide if you can beat an opponent that you tipped to beat comfortably at home?
Well, maybe tipped to beat comfortably by you guys, but I mean we don't judge anyone really on how they've gone previously. Every week's a different ball game, so we can only beat the team that they put out. There's no comparison from last year to this year. We're a completely different team, completely different coach, completely different attitude. So I hope we can do that tomorrow.
What's changed in the attitude department from 12 months ago?
Well, I'm not comparing from this year to last year.
You just said they were a completely different attitude. Is that?
Yeah, well, it's a different mindset that Phil's brought the group to.
And Melbourne, how do you rate them? They were very good in round one and good for half against the Giants last week before falling away.
Yeah, look, watching the last two games, they've obviously played some quality footy at different stages. So I'm sure Ruzi and his coaching team will want them to play more of the style that they want to play, and it's probably stacked up against some a couple of quality teams, so they'll be wanting more of it. But we're not into too much worried about what the opposition bring. We really want to bring what we want to do.
Phil said that Ruzi's teams always do bring the arm wrestle, but I guess they have got a bit more potency in attack this year, Melbourne, compared to previous seasons.
Yeah, well, I think that's he said that publicly, that he wanted to get his defensive side of the game and down pat first and then add different layers. And obviously Goody's gone there and added some offence to their game. But it will be an arm wrestle, and we're up for it.
Last week it was made note that you wanted to win the ground ball, and that you did, but you lost it on the scoreboard. So what was the problem there?
Oh, well, I'm not going to go into too much detail with what happened, but those little KPIs that we have as a coaching group. So there's a lot that went into that last quarter, but they're the things that we rate as a footy club. So we were happy with that.